Hello everybody, and welcome to another recap episode for my Hardcore WoW Classic Challenge. If you're unfamiliar with the challenge, in this challenge I'm trying to get all 8 classes on a Classic Era realm to level 60 without dying. If a class dies, I need to restart that class from the beginning. The full rules for the challenge are in the description below, but that's the general idea. Today we're going to be recapping episodes 33 through 40. If you want to go back and watch the other recap episodes, you can find those on my channel. But that's what we're going to be doing today. It's our 5th cycle through the characters, and so let's just get right into it, starting with our warrior, Danos. Okay, so in Danos' episode this week, we started in Loch Modan and fought a bunch of trogs. That was the main idea. Handed in those 2 quests for killing the trog. Got another quest to go kill some trogs, and so we went and did that quest just in these set of caves up here, which was not really an issue. Didn't have too many problems with that. Went back, handed that in. Then I hearthed back to Thelsamar, which wasn't that far away, but I thought it was the best time to use the hearth. Headed to Ironforge, did some warrior training, trained guns, and did a little engineering as well. Caught up on our engineering because I wasn't going to be at home for a little while. Then we went to Elven Forest, killed Hogger, felt confident enough to do it, ended up being no problem. And then we headed into Westfall for the first time on this character, and hit level 15 at the end of the episode, and that was no problem. That was the end of the episode. In between episodes, so here's our gear situation. We got a shield from a quest in Loch Modan, got Footman's Tunic from killing Hogger, but other than that, things are pretty the same. Our engineering ended up being at 57. It's a little lagging behind where I want it to be, but there's really nothing I really know I want to do with it right now. For terms of talent points, we got our 5 points in deflection. I'm thinking about going into tactical mastery next, but I have some thoughts of maybe going a little bit into protection for this defense talent, or maybe the shield talent. Probably not going to touch Fury though, but that's my general thoughts. I'm probably going to go up Tactical Mastery. It's really nice to have, and that's it for Danos this week. Alright, now we have Padme here, our paladin character. So this week, Padme, we started off in Ironforge, did a little management there, and handed in a couple paladin quests I completed the other week. Decided not to continue on the quest because they it's for the resurrection ability, which we aren't going to plan to be using. Then we progressed on a couple quests here, same as Danos, killed some trogs, handed those in, killed some more trogs, so forth, so, and so on and so on. And then we actually stayed in Loch Modan. There's the only character that actually progressed farther into Loch Modan this week. Went to Ironband's excavation, got those quests. They were way too difficult for us to do though. Went and found Bingles here, got his quest. Didn't end up doing this episode. Went up to the Farstrider Lodge and got a couple quests to do. One timed quest and one to go get some crocolisks. Did the time quest, these buzzards. They were a little harder than I wanted. Then we got a time quest to go kill these boars, but they were level 17, so we elected not to do that. Instead, we killed a bunch of crocolisks, got to level 15, and then hearthed and logged out. In between episodes, did a decent amount of blacksmithing on this character. I also got myself a new heavy copper maul. I decided I'm gonna, against casters, I'm gonna be using the maul. Against melee attackers, be using the one-handed shield, that kind of thing. And so that's kind of what I'm showing off here. Yeah, I got blacksmithing to pretty high there. You can see I'm really still looking for the extra silver bar to get this thick war axe. That would be really nice to have as my one-hander, but we're just 1 silver bar short. We also need to make more of these copper mauls for a quest. And last, I found a recipe for this rune copper breastplate, which is super awesome. And so I've already made one and sent it to my warrior at the time of filming, and I'm hoping to make another soon for this character. Our mining is also nice at 82, so we can mine tin. Our first sense character is pretty bad, but that's it for professions. In terms of talents, we still have, still going down the ret tree, getting our parry chance now up, which is great. Moving on to Pursuit of Justice as soon as we can. After that, I'm pretty sure I'm moving to the Holy Tree, either take Intellect or Strength here, and then get Spiritual Focus to have less pushback on our healing spells. Then get Consecration and Healing Light to round out that tree, but probably won't go farther into that tree. Then I might, after that, go into Protection and get towards Blessing of Kings, but this is pretty far off, but that's it for Padme this week. Alright, and then up next we have Florana, our hunter. They started in Dalinar, we ran straight to Darnassus, handed a couple quests there. There was more quests to do in Teldrassil, but we elected not to do them. I was eager to get a Darkshore. I know questing there is really nice, so we flew to Darkshore right after that and started questing there. We were already kind of a little over leveled for some of the early quests here, which is why one of the reasons I wanted to come here. We did some quests underwater, which was no problem for a hunter, as you have ranged abilities and a pet to drag things around. Then headed north, killed some Grell, did some other quests up there, and it was really overall pretty efficient. We're still lagging a bit behind on the hunter in terms of levels. Took a little time to find this buzz box as well, but now we know where it is for next time. And then we hearthed out, and that was it for the episode that week. In between episodes, got a couple items sent to me and stuff. The heavy short bow was really nice, helpful in this episode. Found the tribal vest, which was nice. In terms of professions, our herbalism is maxed out. Need to make sure I get that upgraded. Our skinning didn't do much of that either, but our cooking is really high, 123. We've been cooking up a ton of stuff for all our characters on this character, so that's been going really nice. We have well-fed food for absolute days on this character, and our fishing we got to pretty high level too. In terms of talents, we got our endurance training maxed out, and next thing we're going to be getting is Revive Pet and Thick Hide there, and then just going to be generally moving deeper into the talent tree. But that's pretty much it for Florana this week. And next up here we have Hamical, our mage. They started off in Loch Modan. We went up and did this quest in the cave we hadn't done the last week, and they were just a little farther behind in Loch Modan than other characters because they had to do a mage quest before coming to Loch Modan. So we handed that in, and then we went down south, killed Trogs. You know the drill. We did this quest, but then we also left Loch Modan, went to Iron Forge, trained up some mage skills that I needed, and then made our way south to Stormwind, and then onward to Westfall. We did various different quests, picked up a whole bunch of quests, and kind of just progressed a general amount of them until we hit level 15, I believe it was, and again kind of just made general progress on a whole bunch of different quests until level 50, and that was the episode. Then we went into the end and logged out. Didn't do a ton on this character in between episodes, to be honest with you. Tailoring's kind of hit a bit of I'm waiting to get lots of wool before I start to make big progress. This guy actually has a wand in his mail as I'm filming this recording, but he hasn't equipped it yet. His tailoring and mining is, he's going okay, but I should work on the mining a bit more on the first aid a little bit as well. When it comes to talent points here, we've gone 5 into Frost, and I haven't put in this last tumble here. I can't decide between this Frostbite talent here and this Permafrost talent. One increases the amount of slow, and one has a chance to root when I slow. And I can't decide which one's better. I want both, I just can't decide which one I want first. After that, we're just going to be going deeper into the Frost Tree, but that's it for Hamical this week. And next up we have Rhoda, our rogue character, and they started off in Goldshire. We ran up to Stormwind and got all the way to Dunmerrow because we're headed towards Loch Modan. And on the way, I thought I might as well try and kill Vagash, give it a shot. I got lots of defensive cooldowns if things go south. And so I gave it a shot. Had to try to open a couple times, but he was a little tougher than I expected. He hit us pretty hard, and we obviously couldn't kite him like our other characters did. But with our potions and defensive cooldowns and other consumables, we were able to take him down without any real risk going on there, so that was nice. Got some pants with some stamina on them, even though they're cloth, still worth it. Headed into Loch Modan and did all the quests here that, we normally would do, except I didn't do the Trog ones. I did the Kobold ones, did the animal ones, and that got me to level 14. So I thought, you know what, that's a good spot. Actually, I will head back towards Westfall. So I leveled up by discovering the lock here, and then I kept my hearth at Goldshire because I knew I wanted to do it this way. During the episode, did some rogue training in there. and that was good. And then that was it for Rhoda. Quite successful episode. Still like a level behind, but you know, as the road character died, it's pretty good, all things considered. And then in terms of gear here for Rhoda, we got some leather items that she's made for herself, as well as the pants from Vagash. Got a couple of sweet daggers that I've really put in work. The damage feels really nice from these daggers. And Footman's Tunic from Killing Hogger. But that's it for the gear. Our leather work is 56, so it's, you know, it's going okay. Our skinning 97 for day 29, so it's going all right in terms of that. For talents, we went full into 5 opportunity, and then from now I really don't know where I want to go. I could go deeper into this tree here for the improved ambush and kind of go more deep into opening people. Or I could go into like dodge or gouge or something like that, or parry or hit in the combat tree. Lots of great talents in the combat tree that are worth it picking up for sure. So, and then also even the assassination tree I was looking at too. But we're not sure we're gonna go there. But that's it for Rhoda this week. Next up here we have Howler, our priest. Started off at Ironforge, headed down the tram to Stormwind, through Elven Forest, and went straight to Westfall, and started doing, got all the quests there and started just doing various of them. We hit level 14 really quickly though, and so we went quickly back to Stormwind, got our skills, Hearth back, got some really nice upgrades for our skills. And so, but then we did various quests. I got this fight right here as we were doing a whole bunch of quests, and I just wanted to really showcase how good I think priests are. We're fighting 3 mobs that are a level or 2 below us, but I think it really illustrates just how strong priests are. Like, we are having really no issues here. We don't even use our fear, I don't think, and it's pretty incredible what we're able to do. And I think it's really showcases why I like priests so much this fight. Like, the wands are so powerful, your abilities are so powerful, and you just can take on so much more than you think you would be able to if you play your cards right. And so, you know, 3 mobs here, no issue at all. Didn't have to use any defensive cooldowns or skills or anything, just healing and bombs. So pretty incredible there. We went ahead and did a bunch of other quests, and progressed pretty quickly. Got to level 15 pretty quick on this playthrough. Then I just leveled up into 50 until our rest of XP was done, and thought that was a good time to end the episode there. In between episodes, we worked on injuring quite a lot, but in terms of gear, we got this nice robe from last episode. We actually do have a better wand in the mail. Other than that, not much cool gear. We actually did find, yeah, these gloves, these 4 spirit gloves this particular episode, which was really nice pickup there. And engineering, yeah, we did actually work on it. We're actually higher than our other engineer right now. We have lots of bombs, and that's great. Our mining is good. We can mine tin on this guy, which is great. But that's pretty much, he's not a first aid character yet, which I really should get first aid on this guy for sure. In terms of talents, got these 5 points into wands, which I'm loving. 25% damage increased to wands is huge, and I love using wands. Then we're gonna get into Spirit Tap here, which is just a huge benefit. That whenever it pops off, it's awesome. If we get that to 100%, that'd be great. Then I'm gonna go deeper into Shadow. In some way, maybe go back for discipline stuff like the shield or something like that, but pretty much stay there. But that's it for Howler this week. Alright, next we have Oakshiz here. He started off in Dalinar. We ran straight to Darnassus, did some profession stuff, and got some quests, and then headed straight to Darkshore for the second time on this character. We followed pretty much the exact same route as our hunter, doing pretty much the same quest in the same order. Killing these crawlers was a little bit of a challenge for us as a bear. We just ran so slow after them, and so we kind of just chain pulled them and had them run back to us, but it was pretty funny. Then we went underwater to get these threshers and stuff, and I was talking about talents a lot during this part of the episode, and I nearly died here to drowning, and that would have been really embarrassing, and I'm glad that didn't happen. We managed to survive that, no problem. But that was really the only close call. Then we hit level 14 and headed up to Bashalaran and did this quest for a while. It took a long time to get all the earrings we needed for this quest. But we did do it, and then we got this beach sea creature, did the Buzzbox quest, and then it was close enough to level 15. I just thought I'd go kill some mobs, and then hit level 15 before hearthing back. And that was pretty much it for Oaksh's episode. In between episodes, we didn't do a lot. This person's pretty low on good gear. They have a staff they got from a quest in Teldrassil. Got this monkey tunic, which is pretty nice. But other than that, they're kind of sparse on the gear. In terms of professions, though, alchemy's been really nice, been going really well on that, getting most of our characters outfitted with elixirs for their episodes. Some of them not as necessary, and so I don't do it because I don't have enough to give everyone all the elixirs they need. Our herbalism's nice and high at 82. Could need that a little higher for certain herbs. In terms of talents, we got 5 points now into ferocity. We're gonna go deeper into, but we got nature's grasp as well as our first talent point. But we're gonna go spend it deeper into the feral tree. At least get to feline swiftness. After that, I might head over to the restoration tree and get things like this nature's swiftness cooldown. Could be really helpful. The nature's focus for less pushback on healing spells will be very useful. But that's kind of the general plan. I don't know. Might also go back to balance for omen of clarity, shapeshifter, natural weapons, that kind of thing. But that's pretty much it for Oaksh's this week. And finally, we have Janetti, who started off in Westfall, so we were able to make really fast progress this week. We started off with this Harvest Watcher quest, which we used our imp for because they're immune to Voidwalker's taunt, so the Voidwalker's kind of useless. Then we just progressed on every other quest we could find. We even took down 4 gnolls at once here in this camp. They were, 2 levels below, 2 or 3 levels below us. But still pretty impressive for just showing the Warlock's skill at taking down enemies. Our Voidwalker did die, but we were able to take down 4 guys, which is just really awesome. I think it's really fun. Then we went and did this Pillager quest, which I wouldn't really attempt at this level anything other than a Hunter or Warlock. We were able to even level up here mid-fight and go back and kill these 2 Pillagers that aggroed during the fight. So we pulled 3 guys, then killed these 2 Pillagers, just fusing fear to its full potential here. It was pretty awesome. So we handed that and then felt I had time to go and do this quest down in the Dry Hills. Had to kill some pretty high level mobs for that one, but we ended up getting it done. Then handing in the Flask of Oil quest here and getting these 2 quests quickly before hearthing back to Sentinel Hill and handing in another quest to get us to 16. So this is the only character who got 16 this week, but that was it for the episode. For Janetti, in terms of gear, we got some new pants, got a new wand. All the casters are going to be getting new wands starting next week. Got a new staff, and our Barbaric Linen vest from our tailor as well, and a new cloak from a quest here in Westfall. Got our enchanting to 75 through by disenchanting and kind of grinding things up with materials, so I was able to get greater magic wands for everybody. And mining's at 53. It should be higher because we're seeing tin these days on this character. So after getting improved corruption to rank 5, we're getting all into demonic embrace to get that stamina boost. It'll pay off in the long run. That percentage increase will be pretty big later on. And that's it for Janetti this week. But that's it for the recap episode this cycle, guys. This is the 5th one, and things are starting to get interesting a little bit. But I think in the coming episodes, things are going to get even more interesting. We're going to start branching out where people are leveling a bit more as the weeks and months go by. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this recap episode. I tried to put a little bit more effort into this one than the last one. I had the time to do so I thought I'd do that. But please leave any comments about any feedback about how I do these recap episodes. These are the ones I put the most effort into, and so I really want to make sure they're good enough for what you guys want. So let me know if there's things you guys would rather see or rather talk about during the recap episodes. So let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. And of course, if you like the video, if you like the challenge, you like what I'm doing here, please leave a like on the video. It really helps me out. And of course, if you want to subscribe to help me out, that also really helps as well. Especially keeps the videos coming up in your feed, which if you want to keep up to date with the challenge, that's the best way to do that. And yeah, that's it for me for this recap episode. The next episode will be tomorrow morning. It'll be the next cycle restarting with our warrior Danos. So keep an eye out for that one, and I'll catch you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys next time.